Myles Garrett just signed $40 million a year guaranteed.
Insane.
Well, I don't know if it's all guaranteed.
It's $40 a year and 123 if it's guaranteed. So that's 75% of it.
Okay.
For a 4-year deal.
So that is kind of a different deal as well because they still have Nick Chubb, right? He hasn't walked yet. But he's pretty much he's definitely the face of that franchise. And he held them up for this contract renegotiation because he was demanding a trade. Like, they need him to be on board for PR because he is beloved there. He can take off his helmet and smash an opposing quarterback in the head, and it doesn't matter. They love Myles. They love Myles Garrett.
They love him.
He's a big old. So yeah, he was able though to kind of. He said he wanted to trade. He wanted out. They need him to play nice. They're in such a. Didn't you think when they went 0-16, like this is rock bottom? This franchise can't get worse.
I mean, when I think of that, I think of Myles Garrett because last year, I want to say it was after Week 18. It might have been a couple weeks before the season ended. He was asked about that, and he's like, "This is way worse."
Yeah,
I was here for that
because you have Deshaun Watson now.
Yeah.
He's never going to play for the Browns again.
The crowd's booing him,
but he's still owed what, $80 million a year or something like that for the next few years. Like they can't. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And, yeah, they just thought that's a real PR nightmare. Plus, if he demands a trade, are other teams really going to be sending multiple first-round draft picks for Myles Garrett at this stage of his career? He's probably about to hit some serious decline.
Yeah, probably. And, it's an overpay, but like you said, they got to do it for PR reasons. But also, there's no reason they can't be good in a couple years. I know it seems unlikely, but I'm really digging this second tier of quarterback contracts. First of all, it feels like the NBA. To just look at my phone, I'm like, Justin Fields on the Jets? They gave him how much money? He played 6 games in Pittsburgh last year, and then kind of got benched when Russ was healthy. But I don't know, that's fun. Or Darnold, I look at the
100.
Seahawks, I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, Seahawks traded
Metcalf, traded Geno
to
the Vegas
to Pete Carroll. Yeah,
yeah. So I don't know, but what I'm saying by mentioning that is that it's not crazy to think in a couple years, someone like Baker Mayfield could be available without having to have a franchise quarterback, and Myles Garrett could be on a good team. Like, you see this. You see it with Darnold in Minnesota. You see it with Jameis able to win
So
games.
they're like when we watch Luka, boy, if we could just have a guy like that when they watch Baker.
Yeah.
Well, all we need
exactly
is
like
a
that.
Baker type.
Money around there.
Yeah. I wonder if they could have ever signed Baker to that deal in Cleveland. Probably not, right? Because if you're in Cleveland and you're going to,
it feels like you have to get the big deal.
Any starting quarterback that you retain seems to say, I now get to set the market again.
Yeah.
Which is, it's kind of like the Supermax versus the maxed out player. Like, it doesn't always fit, though. Like, did Dak fit to set the market again? Did, Kirk Cousins ever fit to set the market? No. But
Trevor Lawrence, I think, is another one that, at one point, you're like, okay. Now, I feel better about him than some of those others, but still. But, yeah, you're right, though, to point out. It does seem like you got to have a team in between.
Yeah.
Whether it was Cousins, whether it was Baker. Seen it a couple times now. And not only does it make me think the NFL is more interesting, it also gives me hope that maybe Dak won't be the Cowboys quarterback in 3 or 4 years. I'm fine with him for now. I just think, Dak in 3 or 4 years may be a tough watch.
Yeah, certainly in 3 or 4 years.
Is he on track to play week 1?
Boy, I would think so.
Are they looking at any? Well, I guess they would have jumped into this free agent market a little bit if they were looking to kind of upgrade from Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is a free agent too.
He'll be back. He'll be back because he's boring. They were made for each other. Nobody else wants him. He doesn't want to play anywhere else.
Cooper Rush and Brian Schottenheimer each think the other is the funniest guy they've ever met.